riders completing their warm-up lap and getting ready to go racing. This time the big one, the Open A race. Dominic Herbertson in pole position. Alongside him, Michael Dunlop is a non-starter, of course. In fact, we've got Michael Garn and Darrell Tweed are both non-starters in this race. And also on the second wave, bike number 139 is also a non-starter. That's Dermot Cleary. Two wins to his name already today. Dominic Herbertson looking to become only the 10th rider to make it 3 wins in a day at the Cookstown 100. He's off to the perfect start. Bit of scrapping going further back. Kernahan, not the best start from him. In fact, a desperate start from him. He just goes through past Whitehall. Michael Sweeney in second place. Already had a great battle with Sweeney in the 600s, looking to do it again on the 1000s this time. And already Herbertson and Sweeney opening up a gap over third place. Into Mackney for the very first time. So we'll watch the start again. This is from Michael Sweeney on photo 78. Campbell, a cracking start. He absolutely rocketed off the start line. We're just watching this time Richard Charlton, who's on the second wave. This is the second wave getting away. Keelan, Ryan, Johnson, Oran, all involved in that one. Lacey and Foley. Everyone into Gorton and around. No one overshooting. Not seen too much of that so far today. Herbertson already pulling away from Michael Sweeney. The big 1000cc machines, both on BMWs. Nice from Herbertson, really tucked it in nicely. Around the crossroads, and this battle still relentless. Remember, we have to factor in the second wave of riders as well, but at the moment, it's Kernahan, Whitehall and Campbell, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Sweeney still trying to stay with Dominic Herbertson. As I say, we'll have to wait for that second wave of riders to see if the likes of Johnson or Foley would be on for a podium position. Sweeney, though, he knows he's going to have to pull his finger out here. If he doesn't, then Herbertson could pull away. In the 600s, he managed to stay right on his rear wheel for most of it. What a little bit of braking under pressure for Jacques Foley. And Sam Johnson, Keelan Ryan and Jack Foley, 3rd, 4th and 5th on the leaderboard. So already they've gone faster than Kernahan, Whitehall and Campbell. Richard Charlton with Damien Horan and Stephen McKnight for company around Gorton. The track really goes narrow there. I mentioned at the start of this race, Herbertson looking to make it a hat-trick of wins. He would be only the 10th hat-trick winner at the Cookstown 100. Obviously, the course has changed over the years. But Michael Sweeney still just keeping Herbertson in his sights, so it's not all over yet for Michael Sweeney. But he really needs to start closing that gap down if he can. Now further back, this is Ryan Whitehall on bike 361. With Dean Campbell, and then the second wave of riders as well, of course. Sam Johnson is the one to watch on bike 54. Well, there is Herbertson, and there is Sweeney. Sweeney with more of really of a direct line into Mackney. Herbertson just swinging across the road slightly. Ray McCulloch, Robert Dunlop, Phil McCallan, Ryan Farquhar, Darren Lindsay, Michael Dunlop, Derek McGee and Barry Davison, the only riders to have won 3 or more. So Ryan Charlton just behind Damien Horan as they go into Mackney. We're riding with Richard Charlton, bike 42. just outside the top 10. In fact, it's 10th position that they're battling for. Charlton just trying to show a front wheel to Horan, but not quite able to do so. This is the man still in second place as he begins the next lap. But that gap between himself and race leader Dominic Herbertson just extending slightly this time around. There is the race leader, Dominic Herbertson. Into Gorton. John Burrows will be delighted to see his bike in the #1 position. Neil Kernahan on bike 109, battling for the podium alongside Sam Johnson and Keelan Ryan. We just saw Ryan Whitehall as well. And Dean Campbell. Campbell just up the inside of Whitehall. Close between the two of them. On board with Charlton, trying to get on the power as the front wheel goes light. It looks like Charlton may get him, but it's all about the brakes. You can be fast going down, but you've got to stop in time. But Horan is going to have to settle for dropping down a position on the leaderboard as Charlton goes through. So well done, Richard Charlton, great move. There is Herbertson. Sweeney dropping further and further back. Here is Michael Sweeney. Sweeney still on it. He is lapping just slightly slower. Herbertson's in the 124s. And Sweeney really, no wonder he's dropping back time-wise, in the 126s. So Dominic Herbertson, it looks like that hat-trick could be on. It is Neil Kernahan who is in third place. So Neil Kernahan, who was at the end of lap 1 down in 6th position, he's now worked his way up into third place. That means the guys in the second wave have dropped back to 4th and 5th positions. No doubting who is leading though. First man on the road is also first man on the leaderboard. That's Dominic Herbertson, while we're back with Michael Sweeney. Michael Sweeney, great to see him back on a machine after his injury last year. What a great day to go racing in Northern Ireland. Sweeney will just have to settle for second place as things stand. Herbertson counting down the laps toward the checkered flag. Here comes Dominic Herbertson. Where is Michael Sweeney? There he is. That gap is getting bigger between first and second place. We're now looking around 6-7 seconds. There's Herbertson into Gorton once again. Sweeney back on the power out of Gorton. A shame Michael Dunlop couldn't have been in this one today. So there's the man in third place still, Neil Kernahan. Sam Johnson back in 4th. Then it's a battle between Ryan Whitehall and Keelan Ryan and Jacques Foley. Here is Damien Horan and Dean Lacey into Gorton. Side by side, just managing to stay apart. Again, Dominic Herbertson in the 124s. No one has been even. Sweeney did do a 125 on lap 2, but he's not managed to do that since. And that's why this man keeps hitting those 124s. Here comes Michael Sweeney, still holding second place. Look forward to see what's going on, and he'll see that the gap is opening up between himself and the race leader Dominic Herbertson. Here is the man still in third position as well, Neil Kerr. A couple of seconds to the good over Sam Johnson, who's still holding fourth place, but Sam Johnson, of course, is in the second wave of riders. Even though it's mass starts, it is still a time trial when it comes to sorting out results. You could be on wave number 3, still win the race if you can lap quicker than anyone else. Dominic Herbertson, he's just in the groove, isn't he? He knows exactly what he's doing. He'll be getting boards telling him that his lead is building, but not letting off. He goes with what he knows. Nice and precise. They say when you start slowing down and not riding to how you're used to, that's when mistakes can sometimes happen. So here comes Dominic Herbertson. Last lap flag is out. Just under 2 miles to go for Dominic Herbertson in this Open A race, the first big Superbike Supersport race of the day. And this doesn't seem quite right from Michael Sweeney. Oh, in fact it is. There's a problem for Sweeney. Oh, it's just one lap too far by the looks of things. He sat up on his bike, and what looked like a secure second place is now going to go to Neil Kernahan as he goes flying past Michael Sweeney. What a shame, and that's obviously just happened on the very last lap as well for Michael Sweeney. At least it looks like he's able to make his way around. So Steve McKnight is lapped by Dominic Herbertson, who's only got the right-left combination to go. And he's going to cross the line now. He will make it a Hatchiger wins at the Cookstown 100. It's not so much Dominic Herbertson, it's dominant Herbertson here at the Cookstown 100. 3 wins. Wow. And the promise of more to come, of course. He made it look easy. And this is how they finish, with Ryan in 6th place ahead of Foley, Whitehall in 5th, Sweeney making it round in 4th, Johnson in 3rd, Kernahan 2nd, Dominic Herbertson the race winner.